Hi, in this video I'm looking at calculating the surface area of this rectangular prism. Now I'm going to do this just by looking at it and seeing what shapes there are. And really they're all rectangles. I've got this front rectangle, which if I draw it over here, it has a long side of 10 centimeters down here. And this side here matches up with the 2 centimeters of the height of the prism. So that's 2 centimeters there. So that's one of my rectangles. I've got a similar looking rectangle down this side. And so I've got another one which looks very much the same. It's also got a height of 2 centimeters from the prism, but it's only 8 centimeters wide or long. And on top, I've got this third one, which is quite big. This 10 centimeters comes up there. This 8 centimeter comes up there. So I've got a third one, which is 10 centimeters by 8 centimeters. And in fact, I would have 2 of each of these because this front one would be on the back. I would have this rectangle there at the back, which would match up with the front one. I would have this one at the side here would also be this rectangle on the side here, and the one on top would also be this rectangle on the bottom. So let's go and work out all the areas of these, because that's what I need to do to get surface area, because the surface area is the area of all the sides combined. So the area of my first rectangle, which is given to us by length times width, is going to be 10 times 2. So my first area is 20 centimeters squared. My second area is also a rectangle, so we're going to do 8 by 2, and so that's going to give us 16 centimeters squared. And the third rectangle is going to be 10 by 8. So we have 80 centimeters squared. And then to work it all out, I need to basically sum them up. So my surface area is going to be that first area, but there's 2 of them, one at the front, one at the back. So I'm going to have 2 lots of the first area, plus same thing. I'm going to have the second area, but there's 2 of them, so I'm going to have 2 lots of the second area. And then I've got the third area, and I've also got 3 of them. So I've got 2 lots of area 1, plus 2 lots of area 2, plus 2 lots of area 3. So I've got 2 lots of 20, 2 lots of 16, and 2 lots of 80 all added up. And so if we work that out, that gives us a surface area of 232 square centimeters. And that would be it. We would be done. There is another way of doing this, which is using the surface area rule for a rectangular prism, which says that you take the 2 times the length times the height plus the width times the height plus the length times the width. So you sort of pair up each of the dimensions, the length, the width, and the height, and add them up, and you get your surface area. So we would have 2 times the length, which is 10, multiplied by the height, which is 2, plus the width, which is 8, multiplied by the height, which is 2, plus the length, which is 10, multiplied by the width, which is 8. And so we get basically the same calculation. I've got 10 times 2, I had 10 times 2. I had 8 times 2, I had 8 times 2. I have 10 times 8, I had 10 times 8. I had 2 lots of each of those added up, I've got 2 lots of each of those added up. So we come to the same answer, that our surface area is 232 centimeters squared. So we can either use the rule, which is quite quick and simple, or we can work out each of the sides, which is a more useful tactic if one of those sides is perhaps missing. Or this could even be a complex shape where we've got lots of different things happening. Like there might be another section down here, and we want to have the surface area of this sort of L-shaped block. So there could be all sorts of reasons you would want to work them out as individual rectangles and add them up, or you could just go to the rule if it's just a plain rectangular prism.